Alright, we are going to look at our first problem here on our math board. It says a division problem is shown below. And you see here you have your division problem. What digit should replace the box to make the division problem true? Only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decimal, negative, and fraction bar are allowed in your answer. Answers that are mixed numbers must be entered as an improper fraction or decimal. This statement right here at the bottom lets me know that this is a gridded response item on your test, which means it will not be multiple choice. You will have to type the answer into your test, into your computer. And so I am going to take out my math board for problem number 1 and start with what do I know. So just looking at this problem, some things that I know is I have a division problem. It is 491, and then I have my blank. I have 21. I know that I have a 2, a 3, and a 4, and then I have a remainder of 4. Okay? And so basically that remainder of 4 tells me that there are 4 left over after I divide. So that tells me, because I have a remainder, that 21 does not go into this number evenly. So whatever number that ends up being, 21 does not go in there evenly. So what do I need to know? I need to know the missing number. And then for set up the problem. So we're going to go ahead here and set up my problem. I think the easiest way to solve this particular problem is to just go ahead and divide it out yourself. You do have the block there, the missing number, and we have the 21 here. And so I would go through and do the whole steps, and that's going to kind of help you figure out what goes in the blank there. So on this side, 21 divided by 491 blank. Okay, so I know that 21 does not go into 4, but I know that 21 goes into 49 2 times. If you did not know that off the top of your head, you can look at the problem here and it's going to show you that. Gives you that much. Okay, and 2 times 21 is going to be 42. So then I subtract here 49 minus 42. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 4 is 0. So I know the next step is to bring down my 1. So now I'm looking to see how many times does 21 go into 71. If I use my problem here to help me, I know that that is 3 times. If you cannot do 3 times 21 in your head, then come over to the side and multiply that out. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So 3 times 21 is 63. Okay? So then I'm going to subtract those. This has to become an 11. And this becomes a 6. 11 minus 3 is 8. 6 minus 6 is 0. So from here, I know that whatever number I bring down is going to go here, and it's going to be 80 something. I'm not sure what that 80 something is going to be, but I know that 21 is going to go into it 4 times, and I know that I'm going to have a remainder of something. And so from here, you just kind of have to start playing with your numbers until you kind of figure out what you are going to get here. I know if I do 4 times 21, okay, 4 times 21, that's going to be 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So I know that I'm going to get 84 right here. And when I subtract those, whatever number goes there when I subtract, I have to get a remainder of 4. So that means that whatever this number is, when I subtract 84, I have 4 left. And so I know there from that knowledge that this number has to be an 8. Because 8 minus 4 is 4, and 8 minus 8 is 0, which will give me a remainder of 4. So the missing number there is 8. And so because this is a gridded response problem, what it's going to look like on your computer screen is you're going to have these boxes here. I think there'll probably be 5 or 6 of them. and you are going to actually type in to your boxes. My answer is 8, and so this is an easy one. You only have to type one thing. Remember, when you're doing graded response, it's like reading a book. Okay, you always start at the left and you go from left to right. You do not leave any blank spaces. You cannot use mixed numbers. You do not use things like dollar signs. It is only these digits that you can use: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, decimal, negative, and fraction bar. I only need an 8 in this particular example, so I'm going to go to my very first box. I would click there and I would type in the number 8, and that's all you have to do for that problem. Okay, at this time, if you have any questions, if you will stop and talk to your teacher about it before you move on to the next one.